Hey, so let's take a look at this Sunstreaker. I keep calling him Sunstreak, but he is part of the, Cybertronian Falls concept art Sunstreaker studio series from the Bumblebee movie. All right, so I usually do not like Bayverse looking things that much. There's a few exceptions. And I just, for some reason with this one, like, man, I have to have it. And I'm glad I did, because the transformation on this is fairly fun. It's not difficult. I didn't even need the instructions. At one point though, I was going to do something different. So with this before transforming, there are a few things you need to know. Like these little plates right here are on his arms. When he comes in the package, these things are not locked into place. There is a place to lock them in. See right there? I was like, if only they could. Oh, they do. Good. Because I don't like things floating. So they make the legs look really good. Look like a Hermes or some of the Gundams with the big feet like that, like the Zaku. The plates right here, at first I was like, ugh, and I was like, well, at least they're, accordion in. There are some hollow spots that I'm not very fond of, but they're not as well seen, so it's not like, it's like the side would be a little more noticeable, to be honest with you. That's what a lot of the Transformers have, some of the issues. Now the face, it does look a lot like the G1's, horns on the side right there with that Bayverse looking weird, like he has some kind of robotic acne, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. It's just too much. Now these guns right here are whenever he's in G1 form, there's the turbines. They go in that mode, and I put them on the side as well. And I was like, well, they go in both places. It's kind of cool. You can do whatever you want to do. This first bothered me because there's a little thing right here I thought was supposed to hold on to that rail, and I couldn't get it in there. It locks in on the side, so it still locks in. This is not just floating. This also locks in. It's not just floating. See the little tabs? So a lot of things on here you think at first, oh, this is just floating. No, they're not. Now these, the accordion in, and for the most part, like that's a locking mechanism right there. And yeah, there's friction that holds it against it. So we'll see in due time, but that is a problem. Now, it did have this weird Imaginext thing going on with its legs, but I think that's, it's not working like that anymore. So at first, every time I pull up the left leg, it's still doing a little bit. See how if you move one leg, the other leg moves? Not think that's an issue. What was that? I have this fear my cat's going to fall off the roof if she's up there. And it's a fairly hot day, so hopefully she will stop being on that roof, but yeah, there's nothing going to stop her. Unless we get a higher roof. Yeah, that would not happen. So anyway, from the back, he's kind of ugly with these hollow spaces. So this doesn't bother me as much because it looks at least more something interesting. It's not just flat. Now, transforming him, not much of a challenge, and it's actually got some creative things. One of the things that you normally see with articulation, like we got this, and of course it spins, but it can't go all the way back because pieces get involved with each other. The shoulders are on a ball joint, and they're on a hinge. So they're on a hinge. Well, maybe it's not a ball joint. Hold on, let me double check. It looks like it's a double hinge. Like there's a hinge going this way and a hinge going this way. The head's on a ball joint. The waist does this. Now, when I first got him in robot mode, I tried to transform it, and it's almost like 99% of the time you're going to do this. You don't do it on this one. I'm sitting there trying to make it work, and I was like, I don't know why it's not doing it, because it's not supposed to. The legs, I really like this cut right here. That right there, how it's got not just straight across, but it actually goes up, kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. Barrenness maybe? I don't know. It's just really, that's a cool, different. It's different than what they normally do. They make the cut right here for the thigh swivel. And for the legs, they do 90 degrees nicely. The ankles are on ankle rockers, and they can go up, which is part of the transformation, and back that far. So if you didn't see it, well, that's as back as far as it goes. I wonder why that one goes back farther. It feels like it does. Maybe it's just because his leg's bent and it just looks like it does. He's also got holes on his feet, so you can plug in those, I don't know what they're called nowadays. They were like fossilizers back whenever I first saw them, when they first started doing it, or something right before that. All right, so transformation. So it's pretty straightforward, obvious. You're going to definitely pull out these parts right here. These part right here, it will scare you at first because if you feel like you got to snap it. Go ahead and bring it all the way out, tuck his head in. and then snap these into place. And that one, hey, that came out for the first time ever. It didn't do that before. I've only just got this yesterday, or I got it on Monday, but I opened it yesterday and played with it. It doesn't matter because you're gonna see this next Tuesday and not have a clue what I'm talking about. All right, and here's where the feet, like at first I thought I had to twist that around to get the wheels on the outside. No. All right, so one thing about the wheels, that part right there is the hood if you look at the picture. And I didn't use the picture because I couldn't figure out, I was like, this isn't going all the way around and I can't seem to get it to do anything else. Well, do it this way. Okay, just bring it that way. So that's all you gotta do. The feet go in, they turn toward each other, and they see how he's got cleats. The cleats actually twine like that. It's really neat. It's a really neat idea. Oh, my cats are like playing around. Now, when you get this down here, I think I need to get this in here first. I'd go ahead and get the arms in place, some other things in place before I start really locking things in. All right, get this out of the way because you're gonna have to come back here. And you get the shoulder pads up. Now the shoulder pad's a little stiff and a little bit sticky at first. Or not sticky, but, well, yeah, I guess sticky is the right word. I'm thinking not like, syrup. The arm guards, I guess you can say, come out and they cover up the hands and become part of the transformation. All right, so we're almost in place. We just got to put things down in their proper order. Okay, so in the front, you keep on bringing this around. Keep his feet together. I don't know, I guess you don't have to keep it together. It locks right into place here. There. It's a lot of snap, 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 snaps. Okay, the hand, see where it's got the little peg? It pegs in right there. The other arm pegs in that right there. Okay, bring the canopy down. Make sure you snap these in. Okay, the back part. Make sure that there's also the wheels are snapped in the correct place. There's little pegs in there that guide you. And then you can make sure it comes into place all together. Okay, canopy comes down, locks everything else into place. Might have to fiddle with it a little bit just to get pieces to kind of move apart and slide apart. This top part comes in, it locks into place. It's like, pop, pop, pop. And then the back, you just bring the things around in the proper order. Things will pop out a little bit. What in the world was that? Something just flew in my face. So things will pop apart as you're trying to finally get everything to settle in. All right, there we go. We got the side view. I think that's where some of the plastic's flaking off. This side view, front view. The canopy, I don't know if I got 100% good handle on it. Now you notice the color yellow is a slightly bit different. This is more school bus yellow. This is painted onto the clear plastic. So I wish they would just go ahead and resolve not to do that. Make it a separate piece from the clear plastic. Or just make it painted in. I don't see why I need clear plastic to see what's inside there. There's nothing realistic on the inside. So they could have just made this completely tinted. I'd be fine, perfectly fine with that myself. What do you guys think? Would you rather see, since this is not the same, I would rather them make this yellow right here out of the same plastic as this, and this clear part be the painted part instead of painting yellow, which doesn't 100% match up. Although this yellow is not having a good job, and this yellow, so there's a lot of different yellows here. So it's kind of, it is weird. There's like dark yellow, light yellow. It is, it's a mess with the coloring. I don't know if they just couldn't figure out which color yellow they wanted to use, and they just got all over the place, or what. All right, once you get the guns together, there's little holes right there to peg them in to make it more like the G1 look, sort of. If I can get it to go in there, there we go. So you got the turbo boost on the back of it right here, this. You can also, if you want to do it, and this is why last night while I was playing with it, I was sticking the guns on the side. You can do this as well. Either you can do it like, you can't do it like that. What am I saying? You can do it like this. That's another option. Okay, so there's two different options for the guns, and of course you probably want to do like I want to do and just put them on top right there. It's a really neat little car mode. I like it, although it is, the more you look at it, the more you're like, there's too many different yellows going on here. School bus yellow, lemon yellow, school bus yellow, lemon yellow, painted on yellow, which is like almost the third option, but it is what it is. All right, transferring it back is fairly simple too. When you're taking the shoulder pads and popping them up into place, then I would take this part off, and then this part, the, I guess, canopy or the clear window part, just don't forget about these. I always pop these, like last night, and kind of fold these under. I was trying to really force them in there because I keep thinking that part right there is supposed to go on that metal part, but it does not. Just keep that in mind. You know, my brain's like, oh my gosh, it's got to go in there. No, it doesn't. You can go ahead and fold this all the way back. It locks into place. His head pops out. If you have fingernail, which I have one thumbnail. All right, you can bring it up. I don't want to block it into place yet until I get the arms where I need them. Okay, the arms, again, you bring it back here, almost like the accordion back. Now, there's the clear tabs right there, go into the holes right there. All right, and as for the feet, you can leave them like that. I wish there was a way to make them more like G1, like the whole front things, but these are the feet as they are. You know, like you just fold them up right there. That'd be kind of cool. Like he's, you know, G1 would be like that, but it's not G1. So pop off the hood, bring down the feet. I guess there really is no, I mean, I was thinking you had to bring it all the way around, but of course, you know, first time you try to do something, and I think I was remembering from yesterday, I was like, oh, I can't go this way, but I can do this way. But you don't need to go either way, to be honest with you. You don't have to clear the wheel well. Bring the feet down and bring it about. Then you can put the guns in. There's a little guard right there, so I always put this one in the right hand. It just fits better. And this one in the left hand. So the guards are on the finger side, or the thumb side, I guess I should say. He's got two twin blasters and a microphone. He's also got a little display stand, so you can put him on this. So what do you guys think? Are you going to pick this one up? Yeah, I bought mine for 25 bucks, you know, at Walmart. So check out your Walmart, or you could check all those other places out people shop at. But I like to see it in person because I was not impressed with this at all until I saw it at Walmart. I was like, going, I like it. I really do. Plus, I really wanted the G1 looking one from, I guess, Earthrise. That thing, I've never seen it except like online and for extraordinary prices. I hate Amazon sometimes because why do they let resellers buy their crap really cheap, you know, or not cheap, at normal price, jack it up and put it back on there? It just seems like, to me, it's a loophole in the whole concept of price gouging. I mean, when you allow it, you could be the one doing it and nobody would know. So what if it was like Misty Amazon back there? She's, you know, the granddaughter of Mr. Amazon or whatever. She's buying every one of these. Then she's putting them back on there for twice the price. That's called price gouging. I feel like it's unfair. If they allow it, they're complacent with it. If it's still a current product and not been retired. So I'll never get that one. And they do have a 5-pack, which I got all the figures except for Sunstreaker, so I don't really want to pay $150 for one figure again. But yeah, either way, I'm just never going to be able to get it unless they finally do a refresh pack, which, fingers crossed. But it'll probably come in like one of those recolors. It'll be slightly recolored or something, and that's not really Sunstreaker. Sunstreaker is yellow and orange because it's the color of the sun. And have a great day. Let me know what you think of this, and do you have it in your collection yet?